Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your host, Zachary Reality, and today we're going to be talking about the men tell all last night on the Bachelorette. So, before we get into today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are new here, we just hit 12,000 subscribers, which was my goal for the past couple of weeks. So, thank you so much for getting me there. We're officially there at 12K. So we're going to be breaking down the men tell all, talking a little bit about Gerry and some of the things that happened, and maybe talk about some predictions. I will say that I did not watch Claim to Fame last night because of Donald Trump. So if you guys were watching on PST, The Bachelorette, you might have had a similar issue to the issue that I was having, that President Trump ruined the night. Ex-President Trump, definitely not our president. So there was breaking news. There was ABC breaking news that Donald Trump and 16 others have been indicted in Georgia for election interference. And the breaking news was on ABC for about an hour before The Bachelorette played. And I do think that we can all joke and be like, oh my gosh, turn this off. I just want to watch The Bachelorette. But sometimes politics are important. So there was a few moments where I actually did listen to what was going on. And Trump is just in big trouble right now. The feds are going to be coming for him if he does not turn himself in the next month or so. So he's going to jail. I'm actually kind of interested to see what is all going to happen. Maybe I should have paid more attention to last night. Feel free to drop any insight in the comments. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. Breaking news. And there was also some breaking news after the show, because I thought Claim to Fame was going to air after The Bachelorette, but it didn't. So basically, the breaking news aired for over an hour. Then The Bachelorette started from the beginning at 9:15, and it went until 11-ish. And then more breaking news came out about Trump and him getting indicted. And then Maui, because in Hawaii right now, pray for Lahana. There was obviously a huge fire. I'm sure you guys know all about it. I definitely recommend you go to Bretman Rock's Instagram. He seems to have a lot of resources and a lot of information about what's going on and how you can help Maui, because the whole village burned down. A lot of people lost their homes, their cars. I mean, it's horrible. If you look at the pictures, it's really, really sad. The news basically said there is about 99 people that passed away, and they're expecting that to skyrocket right now because they just don't have all of the resources in the hospitals to take care of everybody. So this is truly, truly sad. And they're also saying to not go to Maui as a tourist. That is not the time to go right now as a tourist. Do not visit Maui. If you have a vacation to Maui, Hawaii, cancel your trip, because there is really more important things going on. It's going to take years to rebuild, and we are just praying for everyone's safety here in Maui. So definitely check out Bretman Rock's Instagram. That's just the resource I saw a lot of information on about what's going on and how you can help, but I'm sure you guys can also look it up online. Please pray for Maui, and Trump is getting indicted. So crazy how all of that was breaking news instead of watching The Bachelorette and Claim to Fame, which is what I expected. But sometimes it is more important to actually know what's going on in the world other than, some silly reality shows. So I'm glad that I kind of did pay attention, and I hope that you guys did too. Maybe we took away some things and we learned a little bit about sometimes what's important. So there's that. The Bachelorette, the men tell all. Also, before I say what's going to happen on the men tell all, sorry guys, I am going to watch Claim to Fame today, and I'm going to make a separate YouTube video, which will go live later in the afternoon on my recap of Claim to Fame. If you are here for my Claim to Fame recap, it'll come later today. I haven't watched it yet, and I'm so excited to watch it. I have not seen any spoilers. Thank God. I've been so careful. I'm really trying not to see anything because I just don't want to be spoiled. Okay, so let's get into the men tell all. So there is about 10, 15 guys that are all back. I don't know any of their names. Here's the cast picture. I know Sean, I know Tanner, I know Xavier, John B, who's above Xavier, Brayden, I guess that guy's Aaron S. I don't know the guy on the end with the green suit. I kind of remember seeing that guy in the corner, but I don't remember his name. And then the cowboy guy, I don't remember his name, but he was talking a lot too. And then Peter, of course, if we go backwards. Oh, and then there's that other guy. That guy Peter, who had the hashtag, the F Peter, that everyone just was hashtagging F Peter. Let's break into it. Let's break it down. So first off, the men tell all. I noticed that Sean was in the main seat. That is usually the Bachelor audition seat, to have that seat all the way to the left. I mean, this is a low bar season if we're putting Sean in that seat. I'm just saying. There's a lot of Brayden drama, I think, right from the beginning. Jesse Palmer opened it up pretty much instantly and was like, Sean, what do you have to say to Brayden? Brayden, what do you have to say to Sean? And they had some words. Sean expressed that he didn't feel like Brayden was being super honest to Charity. Like, the reason why Sean left is because he made it far and like he just didn't know if it was going to be forever. But with Brayden, it was just more of like a game, and a lot of guys called him out for how he was calling Charity inauthentic and, you know, just kind of questioning her and just not taking the process super seriously. So he did get a lot of heat, but nothing compared to reunions past where people have gotten into scandals and actually have gotten into heat. It was definitely a lot of silly drama. Sean also got called out by a couple of the guys for his shenanigans, but there's really nothing worth kind of getting into. And Brayden did end up getting a hot seat, and honestly, like, I really just like didn't pay attention much. He did go on Bachelor in Paradise, though. So Jesse Palmer did show a sneak peek of the new season of Bachelor in Paradise, where Brayden was having a moment with Kat. Kat is from Zach's season. She was the girl that interrupted Zach right before Charity was going to go on her one-on-one date with Zach after it was canceled the week before because Zach had COVID. So it was like a really big moment for Charity, but then they ended up making up and now they all make TikToks together and whatever. But I guess Kat will have a moment with Brayden in Paradise, but she doesn't end up with Brayden. I actually did learn some Bachelor in Paradise spoilers recently. I know one couple that for sure got engaged, and then I know another couple that left together but did not get engaged. And then there's another couple who I believe got engaged too. Yes. So 3 couples from Bachelor in Paradise that I am aware of that are still together. And that's the only couples. I'm sorry. I'm not going to spoil it right now in this video, so don't worry. But I do believe there are only 3 happy couples who walked away from Bachelor in Paradise this past coming season. And I will share more insight on that in a future video when the Bachelor in Paradise cast list drops next week. So stay tuned, subscribe. Yes. Really excited for Paradise. I guess it's going to air in September. So we're probably going to get a cast list and a trailer soon. And then the Golden Bachelor is filming right now. So that is supposed to air in September as well. So, or sometime in the fall. And then next week on the finale, they're actually going to announce a new Bachelor, who I think is going to be Joey for sure. Like, in the synopsis for next week's finale, a new Bachelor is going to be announced after the final rose. Like, so I think it's going to be Joey, and then they'll probably air his season in January. So 3 more seasons of Bachelor on the horizon, right? So other than that, there was also other than the Brayden stuff and the Sean stuff, I wrote Tanner is a good guy because everyone loves Tanner. Tanner did have some issues with Brayden that he had to work out because Brayden just felt like Tanner was, you know, dogging him in his confessionals. But then Tanner was like, everybody felt the same way. I'm sorry that those confessionals were the only ones shown on TV. I thought it was funny when he said that. Because when people talk in their confessionals, like, they're just trying to make good TV, right? And then there was that one guy in the audience who hosted the 2-on-1 date. He was like calling Charity Clarity or like not even calling her name. But the Peter drama I thought was interesting. So there's this guy, Peter, who was eliminated night 1. He, I guess, rubbed people in the house the wrong way. He was asking about endorsement deals. He was making a t-shirt potentially, and a lot of the guys made a hashtag F Peter and they put it on their Instagrams when they announced that they were going to be on the show and they released their original cast photos. So Peter was like really offended by that, as one should be, because what the hell? He had no idea what was going on. He didn't realize that people were like saying F Peter and he didn't know why. So they all told him why at the Men Tell All. And he was just taken back and he said that he was like embarrassed for his family and friends and church. So justice for Peter. Charity confronts Xavier. So Xavier had a hot seat and it kind of expressed his journey on the show and told us about why he went on the show and, you know, about his experience and that he truly did love Charity. And when Charity came out, this is kind of where they had their conversation. Charity says that she wished she knew sooner and that she wanted more clarity that he wasn't going to cheat. And that she was confused that he said, I love you right before he left. It's not going to turn around the situation. Is what Charity said, because she wished that she knew sooner. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made it that far, because that was Charity's whole thing, is that she dealt with cheating in her past relationship and she just wasn't going to deal with it again. So she was just frustrated that Xavier kept that from her for so long. And he really made it clear that he denounces cheating. He knows that Charity deserves a partner that is not going to cheat on her, and that, you know, he messed up. And he made it up to her because he said that first he got closure because he truly said that he still had feelings for her. I don't think he went to Paradise, guys. So a few of these guys that are going to go, I know that guy John B went, a few of the guys that Tanner probably went to, a few of these guys from Charity season went. We don't know much about them. We'll find out more about them in Paradise. But what was really cool is that Xavier did bring a knitted rose, because we know Xavier loves knitting. And it was so sweet. And I really feel like he redeemed himself. He did. Hopefully he never cheats again. He seems like he knows that it's wrong. So he did seem like a really good guy. And that knit rose was really cute. Super, super sweet. Charity deserves a rose. I was happy to see her get all the praise. You know, it was a long season for her. She had a lot of support and love from all the guys. None of them really came at her too hard. She also had support from the former Bachelorettes. So Trista Sutter, Deanna, and I don't know how to say her last name. And then Desiree Hartford, or Siegel now, Seafields, all came out to show Charity love and support and tell her what a good job she did on her season. So Trista was the first Bachelorette ever. She was on The Bachelor originally. They made her the first Bachelorette 20 years ago. She just celebrated her wedding anniversary with Ryan, who she got married to on the show. So they truly are the OGs in the original love story. And Trista truly is the fairy godmother of Bachelorettes. Deanna was Bachelorette on season 4. This is when I started watching, like, right after this. Like, I started watching Jason Mesnick's season. Deanna was on that season, right? No, she wasn't, because Jason had Melissa and Molly. I don't know what season Deanna was on. It was so long ago, before my time. But Deanna was in the news recently because she just announced that she was getting divorced a few months ago. And remember, it was on Dumois. And she got divorced to one of the Stagliano brothers, not Michael, who was on the show way back in the day, Michael's twin brother. So Deanna kind of explained that she was in a transitional period, and it was probably hard for her to go on stage and talk about that, but it also seemed like she was really happy to be back with her Bachelorettes. So happy to see you. And then Desiree, I definitely watched her season. She was on Sean Lowe's season. She made it to top 4 hometowns, had some drama with the brother, and then Desiree became the Bachelorette, and she got engaged to Chris. They got married. They live in Seattle. They still have 2 kids. So she is truly an example of the Bachelorette works. Same with Trista. The 2 of them were engaged and married and have kids with the guys they actually picked on their season. So they had great words of wisdom to give to Charity. And then I feel like Deanna had different words of wisdom because she is going through a divorce. So great that she had that support. And shout out to Charity. We saw the bloopers. We saw a little trailer for the finale next week. You know, there's going to be some Aaron B drama. There's going to be some Joey drama. And then there's going to be some Dotun drama. Remember them? Next week's the 3-hour finale. And then we got to meet Gerry. I still cannot. It's Gerry, who is already filming his season, but because the Men Tell All was filmed a few weeks ago, I guess he started filming this. He filmed the Men Tell All before he went into production to film his season. And wasn't it so funny at the end when he was talking to all the guys and he was like, I really enjoyed watching your season. And they're like, you're going to kill it. And Brayden was actually the one giving Gerry a lot of good advice on how he's the most eligible bachelor and how he's going to do great. So we're really looking forward to seeing Gerry's season. It's super sad to hear his love story every single time about how his wife passed away. And, you know, it seems like he has a great support system with his daughters and his granddaughters. And I love his house on the lake. I love seeing it. So that was really all that happened on the Men Tell All last night. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe before you head out of here. You can also go watch or listen to my latest podcast episode with Susie Evans. The video version is on my channel right now, or you can listen as a podcast on Spotify or Apple or wherever you listen to podcasts.
That's why I was out so late. I mean, it was just intense, but so worth it.
And Susie talked all about Bachelor Nation. She gave her hot takes on the Jason and Caitlyn breakup, Gabby Wendy coming out, Charity's season, the Golden Bachelor, and we talked a lot about dating and moving and living in LA. So go check that out on my channel right now, and stay tuned because I cannot wait to watch Claim to Fame and see what went down and who went home. So I will see you guys later in this afternoon. Bye.